I don't know if you wanted to share, but I know that that's the reason that there's also constituents in the pain formulation that speak to mood and anxiety, as well as the reason that we have another product specifically for anxiety that can work together with it. Is there anything else you want to share on that?
Yeah, I mean, it's interesting because some of it is just sort of idiosyncratic because of the way herbs work. Like herbs, they, like I said, they might have an affinity for a certain system, like the nervous system or the hormonal system or, you know, digestive system, whatever. So in initially targeting the nervous system for mood, we found out, wow, this works incredibly well for pain. And that really was just, and at first I was kind of surprised. I'm like, well, I'm not really that surprised because we're targeting the nervous system. So it makes perfect sense. Also, again, it's interesting because herbs don't necessarily, like a lot of the nervines that work on anxiety are also muscle relaxers. Okay. Again, when you think about it from the nerve or the nervous system, that makes sense because if somebody's anxious, they're going to be tense. And so to have something relaxing the muscles is going to relax the mind and vice versa. So like I said, some of it is just idiosyncratic, or, you know, cannabinoids help balance anxiety and depression or those types of symptoms, depending on the cannabinoid. But they also work for pain. So it just was kind of, okay, well, great. You know, it works on both. And so there are definitely a lot, there are distinct differences in the formulas. And again, I always encourage and invite people to try both, because even if you're somebody who thinks, oh, I'm definitely more on the pain side, for whatever reason, your physiology might respond much better to the formula that was mainly for mental health balancing, anxiety, depression, things like that. Or you might think, I'm definitely super anxious all the time. I have horrible PTSD. I can't sleep at night. I definitely need the one for mental health. And then you try the pain and you're like, oh my God, this helped even better, like for my anxiety and for my sleep and whatever. You kind of don't know until you try both, which is going to work, because again, it's this symphony of effects of these very complex formulations. I know for me personally, they both work for both. I've used the anxiety formula for pain and vice versa, and they work amazingly well either way. They are different and they feel different. The sensation is different, but you know, I strongly encourage people to try both, because we've gotten a lot of feedback like that somebody said, wow, I actually ended up liking this other one way better. I don't know why, but it just worked better. Everybody's different. Everybody's body is different. And it could also change over time. You know, as things get into better balance, you might need something new.
And I think that the two things correlate. Like, we have some clients who have been using the pain product, love it, like have been writing us emails about it, but also wanted to use the anxiety product because it helps with sleep. Because a lot of times when people have a pain issue, it causes anxiety, and also anxiety causes sleep problems, but the pain itself causes sleep problems. So in using something that helps them to sleep, that also helps their body get into a state that can regenerate in their body, which helps with the pain. So it's just a holistic approach to that feedback loop and to what's going on.